looking like a queen of some sort. Probably not actually, but thought we'd try some new makeup today. It's not that new, but it is slightly different. Ever so slightly in the sense that I am thinking we go lighter in these corners here. I saw someone that I'm going to try and recreate or similarly closely recreate their look of. Here we are again with another YouTube video. It has been ages and that is all my fault because I had such a hectic summer when I first started up the YouTube that I was trying to film, but half of the time I'd forget to edit, so I ended up deleting all the videos. I know it's bad. I thought I've saved the video, but I didn't. But I found it, so that's all that matters. I cannot upload the video, but I will share a screenshot of it on here. Now I'm thinking we're gonna make this YouTube video slightly 2016-ish with the get ready with me thing, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that. So this is going to be a journey for both of us in terms of I'm going to be doing my makeup with you guys whilst also showing you how I'm going to try the transitions. And then also we're also going to take snippets out of this video to make it TikTok, and hopefully, you know, I'll go viral, but I doubt it. Right, we're going to need bronzer. Let's just set up what I'm going to need today. Otherwise, I'm going to get way too ahead of myself and it's just not going to end well. Okay. I also want to try something else that someone I saw did. So first things first, let's do eyebrows. And we're going to do the like get ready with me thing when the makeup's already done. Wait, I didn't do skincare. Okay, so I'm silly. I didn't do skincare. So let's do that now. I'm going to go in with my toner that is from Soon Jung. It's the Etude one, and it's literally, it feels like water on my skin. It is super lightweight. I'm just trying to finish this off, this toner, because I've got the Glow Recipe one now, and I love the Glow Recipe one, but I also don't feel like I should be using it until I finish this, or if I do, then only like on special occasions when I'm feeling like my skin needs a pizzazz. Then I'm going to go in with the Bioma Depuff and Brighten Eye Gel. And we're just going to put her in there. Editing as well, I will also put in this video. We will do an editing together, but I think that will be later on. I do not have the time to edit right now because I need to do this quickly and then spend time with my boyfriend because he goes away for a while. And then I'm going to go in with the Glow Recipe Sun Glow Serum. This literally like bronzes your skin slightly, so I'm just going to put like a little bit, not too much, because I am pasty all over, so why am I trying to make my face a different shade? Now, the makeup that I'm looking at right now is a bit like It Girl vibes, but I want to kind of cross her over into a bit of the like alternative. So I'm going to try and twist her up a little bit and have some fun with it. But in the actual TikTok video of this, I'm going to tag her because the person that I'm trying to copy, the two people that I'm trying to copy, I'm like mixing my style with their two styles. That's what I'm doing. But I'm going to tag them because at the end of the day, I took inspiration from them. And I always try my best to tag when possible and where I can, especially if like I still have their video in my saved. And if I remember who it was, then I like to tag as much as possible because at the end of the day, I do not want to be stealing ideas. So yeah, but sometimes I do forget, or sometimes I do like not remember who I got the inspiration from. I just remember like their face, but I wouldn't be able to like, because I don't follow them or whatever, I wouldn't be able to go, oh, it's this person. So if ever I do like look like someone else and I haven't tagged them, then could you kindly do that for me? But do not attack me if I haven't tagged them, because again, I've just explained why I haven't. Now I'm just gonna gel my eyebrows because the thing that I want to do is like a slit in the eyebrows look, but it's not real slit. It's done with concealer, so we're gonna try and do it. I'm gonna use this brush here. I'm hoping that she doesn't have anything on her. I love how I use she for absolutely everything that I use. Right, okay. I'm gonna put the Freezy gel on my face as well, just so that she can set a little bit, because I find that she can be quite, I don't know what the word is, but like she's just very... She's like, she makes sure that you remember she's there. She's a really good primer though. NYX really came to slay with this. I actually prefer it to the e.l.f. one, and at the moment I'm trying not to buy from e.l.f. again because I do not appreciate what they've done. I don't appreciate it. If you don't know, basically e.l.f. is very much for women and, you know, like empowering women and whatnot. And in one of their commercials, they had Matt Rife, known to make jokes about domestic violence against women. So yeah, that was interesting. And then when e.l.f. got flamed for it, they then came out with an apology that in my opinion was nowhere near a decent enough apology. It was literally this lame ass excuse of an apology. It was not it. And they kept the video up as well of Matt Rife on their Instagram, and you know what? The apology would have cut it if they would have then removed the video, but they didn't. So, you know, that's a weird thing to do, but oh well, a lot of you seem to be very forgiving and not give a fuck. But for me personally, I'm going to stay true to my words. I said to myself, I'm not going to do that, and so I'm not going to do that. I don't usually carve out my eyebrows, but we're going to do that today. I don't know whether that worked. Doesn't really look like a heart to me. I think I might have fucked up, but at the same time, I don't know. Can we fix this? Let's try again. Stick. Another stick. Okay. I think I did it. I don't know. I think I did it. She's kind of cute. We're just gonna go with it because I can't be asked. Because I'm that kind of person. I do not care too much about this kind of a thing. I'm now just gonna use the leftover that I had on my brush to just kind of place the concealer where I usually place her. So under the eyes. Now, I'm no professional makeup artist, so do not copy me unless you want to look like a mess. And then I'm just going to use my fingers for the rest of this because that's what I usually do with this pot concealer by NARS. I normally put this on like spots and anything like that. I've been using the Orencia like tea tree or the green tea exfoliating face scrub thing, the face cleanser. Oh my gosh, my spots are disappearing. Each time I use it, the spots disappear a bit more and it makes me so happy. Okay, moving on to the next part. She's got a lot of bronzer on her cheeks and a very contoured nose. So let's go in with this bronzer first. I like to use like a cream bronzer before I do any of the fancy stuff. And then this bronzer as well, I'll just literally, I'm not going to overdo it. This is all I do because otherwise it's just going to look too muddy. Because this bronzer is slightly different to my Hoola bronzer, my Benefit bronzer. So I'm just gonna blend this one out. She's looking good so far. Dab, dab. We want to be bronzed. Sometimes I like to bring it a bit onto my eyelid as well, just to kind of add a bit of eyeshadow without adding eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take a small flat brush and we're going to contour the nose as defined as possible. I saw some girl do this. Now at the moment it's really muddy, but trust the process. We're going to blend her upwards. It looks really muddy, but trust the process. Believe in me. Now we're going to get the NARS Pot Concealer again. Gonna get this flat brush that I used from earlier. And we're just going to put the tiniest bit here. And also like that. Do you see? Okay. And then we're going to blend her. By blend, I mean either with your finger or with a beauty blender. I'm using the nib of this one, like the literal end. And we're just going to dab where we've placed her. We do not want to spread her around. We do not want to add any more in any new places. So we're just going to dab her in where she already exists. Okay? Okay, we did it. Bronze done. It's a lot at the moment and I get that. It looks crazy, but that's because we haven't added any other color and done the final concealer. So next we're going to do this blush and I'm going to go heavy with this blush because this is the blush that connects the lighter blushes that we use to the bronzer, because otherwise it's going to look really, really disconnected. So this is what I do. I place her quite low down and I blend her into the bronzer. Otherwise, again, it's going to look disconnected. Now, everything that I'm saying is not because I've studied makeup. It is because I've learned this from my own personal experience. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay, now do a lighter blush on the tops of my cheeks here. And there is another blush that I like to use, but usually the brush that I use for it has leftovers on the brush. So I just kind of use, like if I know I'm not going to use that corally blush, I literally just go in with this brush and just use it to blend out this Huda blush that I use. Okay, now it's looking a bit crazy at the moment, so I'm going to go in with my YSL concealer just to tidy it up. So we're going to place her in these places. And also because the NARS Pop Concealer is so light, this will help even out the tone in my opinion as well. Because the NARS Concealer is so light, it makes me look extra pasty and it makes the tones look really like one or another. This kind of just helps blend it all. This part is honestly my worst part when I have straightened hair. Because, let's be real, I do not want to be straightening my hair all over again. But I've just come out the shower, so we should be good. I'm going to start preparing my setting powder because a girl once told me that you need to blend that concealer and then set her. That's how you don't get any creases and stuff like that. So yeah. Again, with my concealer, I tend to make sure that I'm dabbing her where I want her to go. So over here, I'm literally just dabbing her into my nose and my inner corner of my eye, and then I bring her up through the eye bag up to my temple. Okay, now setting powder, excess on the hand, straight in, boom, done. One under eye done. Next under eye, again, dab her into where you want her to be. Go up, come back, dab, 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 dab. I try to make sure that I dab first, like for a really long time, just so that I'm making sure that she's like not spreading about. So she's mostly in the place that I put her and not just being spread about. Remember that this step also helps with contouring the nose. So if you're not using this step to help further emphasize the nose that you've made, then you're kind of doing it wrong. I didn't make the rules, someone else did. I'm just the messenger. I'm also just going to powder this eyebrow down just because we did that like heart in there. So I want to just make sure that heart stays. We're going to use her under... Oh, I didn't even blend her out yet. Blend first. And then you can go on the powder. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, powder. Powdering, I usually do like this entire section. My lips as well. Upper lip, bottom lip, lips. And then I just bring the excess across. And if I need to, I just kind of like press the powder puff in if there's any harsh lines, because I don't really like harsh lines. I don't really like a matte face, but this is just how it is for now. If you want to re-dewify your face, then just spray it again afterwards, which is what I'm going to do, but in a bit, because we're not done yet. We're not done, so why am I going to spray it? Okay, what's the next step? I say that we do lips. I feel like this is just the perfect. This is the Big Lift by Maybelline Lifter Liner. At the moment, my Makeup by Mario one is my favorite, but it's honestly just my lip, but better color. Whereas for this look, we want a slightly darker. And I'm just going to put clear gloss on this because I feel like my natural lips are kind of coming to stay today. Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking with that. Now for the magic of the eyes. We want over-defined bottom lashes, eyeliner, and a very, very light inner corner. I'm just picking up some whites from the James Charles palette, and I'm gonna go straight in and put in the inner corner of my eye here. And just blend her upwards towards the brow. We want to follow the natural shape of my eye socket. Bring her up like this. And down below like this. And each time I'm starting with putting the white in this part here, because we want the whitest part to be in the closest part of our eye and blending out. We don't want her to be any more pigmented anywhere else on the face. That is the goal. Inner corner to out. That is it.
I forgot to record the audio for this, but I also put the tiniest bit of white eyeshadow on the tip of my nose.
Okay, I think we're done for the inner eyes. It's kind of eating. I did kind of wipe this brow though, so I think I'm gonna have to do it again. Now for the highlighter. I'm gonna use a mixture of this from this cookie one from Benefit, and I'm also gonna use a mixture of a NYX one, which is the Body Stick Jumbo white one. So I'm gonna use a mixture, but this one is gonna go up here. Okay, done. And then we're also going to use this one here. And a bit on the inner corners as well. And on the tip of the nose, the tiniest little bit. But this one is going to go on the tip of the nose and the inner corners because it's white. So, I mean, this one's going to be the, like, main stealer of the show. Ooh, she's so pretty. Okay, okay. I don't think this could be my everyday makeup. I wish I had this time every day. Because it's so pretty. Okay. Okay. I don't know whether she uses any of this, but I'm gonna just, like, to emphasize the white parts. Just gonna use this Wet n Wild eyeliner, I guess. Yeah. White eyeliner just to kind of drag the white, particularly the under eye part. It makes, like, the slightest little difference. My nose is running. Why does this happen every single time? Is it just me whose nose or eyes run every time you do makeup that's, like, decent? Eyeliner time. Big scary eyeliner time. I'm gonna use this as a mirror because why not? Now we're gonna go out. Oh, okay. Out. And slightly up. Create a big wing and fill her in. Ooh. Ooh. She's scary. She's scary. Now we copy on the other side. Okay. And now we want to bring her in at the bottom. I like to do the wings first just to make sure that I've got the same shape on each eye, because the under bit I find to be easier to clean up. Okay, I'm looking straight on, and where my eye ends is where I'm starting the wing. Okay, we're done. We're cooking, I think. Now I'm gonna do this afterwards. I just remembered my final step for contour is the tiniest little bit of actual contour underneath, and just to accentuate the button part of the nose, just the tiniest bit on top as well. That's literally it. That's literally it. And then I just use my finger to blend it out. But I don't over blend it because we kind of want her to be there just to kind of emphasize what we've done. So most of the time I just blend on the sides and then slightly dab on top, and that's it. Okay, the scary parts are over. Now for the slightly more scary part, in my opinion, the eyelashes. I haven't done this big eyeliner in forever. Now this girl, she does the tiniest bit of eyeliner like in the inner corner to make her eyes pointier, but in my opinion, when I do that, it just makes me look really Asian, which I am half Asian if you didn't know, but I don't really want to look like that personally, to be honest. I'm not hating, I don't think it suits me. My eyes are actually so much bigger than they used to be. Can your eyes grow? Because I feel like mine have. Because whenever I used to do eyelashes like this, I used to have to cut them down to like at least like, you see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like spiky bits? I used to have to cut them down to about like 4 or 5. But now I'm at a point where I don't have to do that. Now I just play with the lashes before I put them on my eyes just so that they are flexible. But I'm going to go in with the last spray of this. Now usually if I do want a more matte look, I will bring back the powder puff and the setting powder, but I don't really want that kind of a look today. So we're going to just put her away because we don't need her. We don't need her right now. My nose is going to be the end of me. Now the tip for eyelashes is put some on your eye first and then also put on the lash. Obviously, when you're putting glue on your eyelid, you want to be careful not to put it on your natural lashes, because then obviously you have more chance of ripping them out. Well, that's what I found with my own personal experience. By putting this lash glue on your eyes as well as on the lash band, is that when you're like zipping something up or putting something together, if you put glue on both sides, then you're having something for the glue to attach to. Especially if they're both tacky by the time you put the lashes on, then you're like allowing two tacky sides to come together to stick. Whereas if you don't, then you're not having two tacky sides, you're having one dry side and one tacky side to come together, if that makes sense.
I was so locked in that I forgot to actually tell you how I put my lashes on. So this is how I do it. I first place the lash roughly in the middle so that the middle is reaching the middle of my eye. And then I line it up, make sure that it's proper perfect before I press anything down further. I then make sure that the inner corner is not too far in, otherwise you're going to be blinking and crying every time you blink. And then the right, you want to make sure, obviously, the outer corner is glued down. So just make sure that everything's pressed down, and sometimes I will use a tweezer for that. And that's pretty much it.
Lashes on. Issues? None so far. And then this for underneath. Okay. I think we're cooked. Now I just need the brush to say, get ready with me. Okay. Take this hair down. Oh, sorry. Knocked you guys a bit. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. I don't know, we tried. Okay, I'm gonna make some videos now, and I'm gonna try and edit this later, and when I do, I'm gonna film me editing it so I can put this in the video.
So I'm not feeling so great today, but because I have no other excuses, let's do the editing. Now I've already pretty much edited the entire video. Now we just need to do the edits that are the 2016 vibes and the get ready with me, that thing. So this is my CapCut screen. Okay, so apparently the best way to do it is to pre-record writing a get ready with me. So I did it quickly on my iPad in Procreate and downloaded the time-lapse, but I didn't make it time-lapse, I just made it full length. So now we're just going to import that into here just so that I can use it as a mask, I believe. Okay, the issue that I found with this one was that I tried to import this one and it didn't work because the writing evidently is too thin. So when I go to remove background, it just removes the entire fucking thing. So we're gonna have to try again. So let's do that. And let's just see whether the remove background works. It just removes the entire thing. I just don't know what to do. Like, how am I supposed to remove the background? Color picker. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I did it. Okay, yeah, perfect, guys. I've done it. Slay. Okay, so instead of sending a time-lapse, I just sent a screen recording instead. So hopefully this works out better than what we were working with before. The screen recording is quite long though, so we are gonna have to speed her up a bit. But at least we can... just skip to the good part. Okay. Oh, yes, it's working. It's working, guys. It's working. Get ready with me. Okay, we need to speed this up by a lot. And then we want to clip her there. Move it across. Like this. Does that work? I think we need to speed that up a bit more, that last bit, just so that we can get those hearts in before the intro. Okay, let's lengthen that tiny bit more. I feel like that's perfect now. Okay, so that is all for today's video. I'm sorry that I look like a complete mess in the second half and not the same that I did in the first video, but best believe that that makeup look is going to be one of my staples, and I will be wearing that makeup look so much more often. And you know what? I'm thinking we add some fun colors, some polka dots, just like my nails, and have a bit of fun with the makeup look as well. What I really like about that makeup look is that you can pizzazz it and all of that jazz. So I will be back. I will be posting not only this YouTube video, but also a TikTok of the mini get ready with me. And if you love it, then let me know in the comments, and by also liking and sharing. I shall see you guys in the next video. Don't know when that will be, but as you can see, Minecraft's open in the background, so maybe, who knows, might get a Minecraft video.